my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am pulling my February TBR and I am so stoked because January's TBR was absolutely stellar. I'm really hoping that I have a really similar month to January because I absolutely ate up my entire TBR for January. Let me just show you the TBR that I had for January. One of the books that should be with this list is missing because it was a Kindle book that I had to read for one of the book clubs that I'm in, but this was January stack, just so you're aware of what we pulled for January. Literally loved every single one of these books. I read all of them aside from, I'm in the middle of Magnolia Parks right now, so I guess I'm just gonna kind of add that one to my February TBR, but other than that, I read all of these aside from one, which was on my Kindle, and that was The Light of the Fireflies by Paul Penn. That was a book club book that I had to read, but other than that, I did read every single one of the books on my January TBR, just aside from Magnolia Parks, which I am currently in the middle of. I had a lot going on in January too, so to say that I've read all of these books in January plus a Kindle read, and actually, now that I think about it, I did finish 2 other books in January. One of which I technically started at the end of December and finished in January. I finished a lot of books in January to be so busy. A good bit for myself personally. So I'm really just hoping that I can pull a really good TBR again for February. And as promised in my last TBR video, since I had pulled Scythe 2 separate times and hadn't gotten to it until January, it was one that I was supposed to annotate, and I promised you guys that I would follow through with annotating Scythe because a lot of you said that it would be such a good one to annotate anyway. So I did annotate, basically just tabbed the whole book and absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, this book was so good. I don't know why it took me so long to pick it up, but I absolutely loved it and I will be continuing the series for sure. I just got to get my hands on the rest of the series. But the only other thing with the January TBR before we hop into pulling the February one is a lot of you were saying that I needed to read The Deal by Elle Kennedy before I read The Graham Effect. They kind of coincide, but they're not. They're like in the same universe-ish, I think. But the off-campus series you're supposed to read before the other one, whatever the Graham Effect one, whatever that series is called. You're supposed to read The Deal technically first and the off-campus series in total before you start the other. So I did switch those out and read The Deal. I also absolutely loved this one. If you guys want a wrap-up video on my thoughts of all of these books, just let me know down below real quick. I'm not sure if you guys really enjoy wrap-up videos or not, so I never know if I should like actually film them, but this was such a good TBR, you guys. It was amazing, so I would love to spill my thoughts out in a video for you guys so that we can chat about some of the books that I read for January. Anyway, let me stop yapping about January's TBR and go ahead and move on to the actual part of this video, which is to pull my February TBR. If you haven't watched my TBR videos before, I do a lot of just random things to pull my TBRs for every month. To start, every single book that I have on my physical TBR is in a fun, cute little package that I am able to reuse. I have little stickers and they're all numbered just so that, you know, it's a fun little mystery. It's a fun vibe, you know? It's just fun in general to have a little mystery bag to open every month. It feels like Christmas or like a birthday or something. It's just so much fun. On top of that, I use a number generator wheel, which I'll pull up here in just a second on my phone. And then on top of that, I also have these tickets that have either prompts or challenges of some sort to pull for each mystery bag, which turns into a book that lands on my TBR for the month. That's kind of the rundown of how I do all the things for my TBR every month. I do have a few books that I need to add to some mystery bags real quick though, and I wanted to show you guys really quickly just what they are. To start, of course, I've got Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. One of you lovely, amazing, beautiful human beings sent me Iron Flame, and I did open it in one of my, I think it was my last vlog. I opened it on that vlog and just absolutely freaked out because I really need to to continue this series. Honestly, I may even do like a Fourth Wing reread soon and then just like tackle all of what we've got so far in the Fourth Wing, you know, whatever it's called series. What's this called again? I cannot remember the name of what the series is called. Anyway, so I've got Iron Flame and I also have Onyx Storm. So both of these will go in a package together. I have some of my packages from the last TBR that I'm gonna reuse and just throw these books into, just so that I don't have to pull any more packages or make any more stickers. It just makes things easier and, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. Then I've also got Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I have heard the most amazing things about this book. I ran and got this from Barnes & Noble in my last vlog as well. I've just heard the best things about it, and I'm really hoping I pull it for this TBR. That'd be great. I'm gonna be fair. I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy to try and pull this just in my favor. But if I do, then it's gonna be meant to be, and I will be so stoked if I pull this. I'm so excited about that one. And then I also was sent 2 more books from one of my absolute best friends in the whole world and her amazing, beautiful, perfect mama. Basically a second mom to me at this point. And it cracked me up because their notes that they left when they sent these off of my Amazon wish list are so funny. So my friend Natalie sent me How to Kill Men and Get Away with It, which I'm so excited about. And her note said, "I love you, bestie," from Natalie. I love to keep my notes inside of the books too. It's just the best thing ever to see whenever I actually go to pick up one of the books. And then her mom sent me The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I was supposed to read this for a book club a couple months ago, but there was just a lot going on that month. It might have been the month of November, which was like not the best reading month for me. And I really, really want to actually like sit down and have the time to read this because I've only heard literally phenomenal things about this. So I'm very excited to read this as well. And her note says, "I hope my book is better than Natalie's." Oh my gosh, Missy, you were the best. You were just the best. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sending me these books. I'm so excited to be adding all of these to my mystery bags and my TBR. Hopefully we pull at least one of them. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw all these books really quickly into some mystery bags, and then we will get rolling with the video. I don't even know what number this was. Okay, so this was number 30. So I'm just gonna reuse it for my Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. Also, look at the sprayed edges. We absolutely love. This one, I need to make a new sticker for, but I really don't feel like getting the stickers back out. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it like that and just know that over here on the side, this is number 30. Eventually I'll forget what's even in that package anyway. So it really doesn't totally matter, but let me pull up the number wheel really quickly. So we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and pull our first ticket. All right, so here are the tickets we've got going on. I'm just gonna pull straight from somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna go with, let's do literally like dead center pretty much. Instagram picks, spin for 2 books. Okay, I love this prompt so much, so I'm gonna spin for my numbers for the 2 books, open them up, and then I'll pop them on my Instagram, my Bookstagram story. I'll leave my Bookstagram right here on the screen somewhere if you guys want to go and follow me over on my Bookstagram. I also have a personal Instagram. Both are linked in my description always if you guys want to check those out. I'm going to go ahead and spin really quickly here. All right, here we go. Here's our first spin. Number 4. Okay, let's find number 4 really quick. Number 4, number 4. All right, I found it. Number 4, right? Yeah, number 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, so number 4 is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I've never read anything by Lauren Asher, but this one is a dual POV. I have heard some really good things about this one. I'm pretty sure one of the main characters, like the male main character, he owns a business that builds like theme parks and hotels and things like that. And then there is the female main character who I think is like applying to work for the company or something, and then things happen and develop, all that kind of thing. This is the Dreamland Billionaire series, which I have been really waiting to pick up and read. So this is really exciting that this will be one of the contestants for the Instagram pick. So let's spin one more time and see what that other one is really quickly. All right, here we go. 29, all right. 29. All right, here is 29. You can tell that the package has been used a couple times now, but that is okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Most of All You by Mia Sheridan. This one I actually found at Books A Million in the bargain section and was so excited because it was right after I had read Archer's Voice by her and absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna pop both of these really quickly onto my Instagram and we'll see close to the end of the video what the votes are looking like for these. I'm gonna try to remove this sticker first. Perfect, that worked out. So I've just popped this up onto my Bookstagram story in hopes that a few of you guys will hop over there and vote while I pull the rest of my TBR. We will just let that sit for a bit while I pull the rest of my TBR. I am thirsty. Also, have you guys tried these yet? These are the Unwell Rapid Hydration Enhanced Electrolyte Beverages. Alex Cooper owns the company and they're pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of mango. This is a mango citrus. And it's not my favorite thing I've had, but it's not bad either to get the electrolytes in. So I'll take it. The other flavors that I've tried, I definitely like a lot more than that one, but that one's really not that bad. All right, next ticket. Let's see what we pull next. Let's go with maybe this one here. The first book that your hand lands on. Okay, let's wind them up. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. I'm just gonna use this hand and place it somewhere. I'm just gonna land right there. This one here. We got number 1. That's so crazy. So let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is already so good. Okay, so number 1 was the seven. Why can't I say this title? Oh my gosh. Number 1 was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I don't know how I've not read this book yet, you guys, but I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. What all have I read by her? I read One True Loves and Daisy Jones and the Six. Both absolutely loved, and I have a feeling that this one I'm also going to love very, very much. I actually got this copy from one of my best friends for Christmas this year. It is one of the special editions with the 7 rings on the side and the green sprayed edge. I love the sprayed edges. I just love it. I love it. This one I'm just so excited to actually dive into and read this month. Next, I'm gonna go with just this very end one here because it almost fell out of my hand anyway. So we'll go with that. Ooh, audiobook pick. Okay, audiobook. What would I want to listen to? Okay, so I do actually have a book that I need to read by this weekend. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it or not yet because I don't know if it would be my vibe or not, but one of my book clubs is reading, I think it's called Can You Keep a Secret? Yeah, Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. There is what it looks like. So I will go ahead and choose this to read as my audiobook because I have a feeling I may enjoy it just a little more than physically reading it if I listen to it. And there's also a couple of different narrators too, which is nice on Audible. So I'm gonna do that and make that my audiobook pick. Perfect. That actually worked out perfectly, so that way I can actually finish the book to talk about for book club. Next up, next one. Let's go with this one. Spin an even number and then divide by 2. Okay, so let's spin. Hopefully we land on an even number. 45, all right, cool. So let's spin again till we land on an even number anyway. Number 6, that works out very well. So divided in half, everyone, would be 3. Where is number 3? That's 34, 39, 3 is right behind me here. What do we have? Oh, okay, all right. This is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Joel. I've actually had this book for so long, and I feel like I had picked it up a really long time ago and just really did not get into it, but it's not one that I wanted to part ways with. I just wanted to give it another chance because I just feel like maybe I wasn't in the right mood to read it at the time, and this was like years ago when I had picked this book up. So this is actually really good because this is one I've had on my TBR for quite some time and I really need to check it off. And it also will be good to kind of have a mix of some romance books as well as a mystery thriller. So this is really, really exciting. I actually love this very much. This one has to do with a lady named Laurel who is trying to figure out, I guess, what happened to her daughter who has disappeared. So it sounds really good. I think I just needed to be in the mood for it. So this is great. Gonna pop that over onto my stack. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 4 books technically with the audiobook and the Instagram pick added. So let's go with, how many did I read? I think I've read 9 books total, not including Magnolia Parks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, I read 9 books, not including Magnolia Parks in January. That was fantastic. So I think I'm gonna go with, I may pull 7 books total for this TBR. That way, if I want to mood read it all this month as well, I am not super overwhelmed with my February stack. But let's see what the sizing of these books are. I don't want to get ahead of myself yet. All right, let's go. We'll go with this end right here. 1 free trade. All right. I don't really have anything to trade as of current, so I'm gonna save this for the very end and we'll see if I want to spin again and potentially do a little tradesy on one of the books that I pull. So that's great. I love when I pull that one. We'll go with the dead center one right here. Beans picks next read. I know y'all love this one. Let me set it up real quick. Just as I always do, I will just pick a few of these, literally just grab a few random ones real quick. Let's see, 33. Over here. 26, that one's a little bit ripped, but that's all right. And number 5. Let me get her in here, get this all set up, and then we will have her pick the next one. Miss Girl? Well, hey! Sit, sit. Good girl. Wait, wait, wait. 5. 26, and we have 33. Okay. Okay. Go with 26. Okay. All right. Don't ruin it. Okay. Thank you. Good job. Can you give us a high five? Good job, girl. I'll see you in a bit. Love ya. Beanie just loves doing that every single month. So I'm gonna put 33 and 5 back because our girl chose number 26, which is one that was ripped up, and you know what, it works out anyway because she's always messing up the bags, but it's fine. So let's see what she has pulled for us. were y'all here in November? Because if you were, you would know that I pulled A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, and I was really scared to pick this book up at the time. I didn't end up reading it. It was one of the books that I did not end up checking off of my, I think it was November TBR, if I'm not mistaken. It may have been October. It was one of those last months in 2024. So I ended up putting it back in my TBR. But you know what? I feel like now is the time more than ever to pick this book up and read it. I think I am in more of a place now where I feel that I could probably read it. And you know what? If I'm not, then I'll just put it down, add it back to the stacks, whatever we need to do. And this is a great change up from what we've got going on so far with our February books that we've got. So far, I've got a romance, a mystery thriller. This one I would say is, I guess, a general fiction. And then I've got my very like lighthearted, I think that one might be a just straight up like cozy mystery, which is different from Then She Was Gone, which is like straight up like a mystery semi-thriller, I would say. Not really sure. And then we have some more romance potentially from the Instagram pick. So this one is actually great and I am really excited to read it. I've heard that this one will just kind of change your view on a lot of things. Pretty much everything that could happen in a book happens in this one when it comes to just like human beings and life. So I'm gonna pop this into my stack and I am honestly really excited to check this one off and face my fear of reading this one. I'm glad that she pulled it. It was my sister. I remember my sister picked the number the last time that had that book in it, and now it's Beans. So I guess my family is trying to tell me something that I need to read that book. Okay, here we go. Next pick, I'm gonna go with, let's go with this end one over here. Family picks next number. Let's see, who do I want to pick for me? Okay, I'm gonna see if my stepdad will pick a number for me. So I'm gonna call my mom and see if she's with him.
Hi.
What you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you with Jason by chance?
No, he's taking a nap.
Oh, poop. Okay. I haven't had him pull a number for me yet, so I was gonna have him pick one. So I tried calling my mom. She said that my stepdad was taking a nap. So I'll just contact him for the next TBR. That is totally fine. I'm gonna call one of my brothers and see if he picks up.
Hello?
Hello!
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm filming one of my TBR videos. I was gonna see if you would just pick a random number between 1 and 47. Hopefully I've not pulled it yet, but...
27.
27. Oh, is that because I'm gonna be 27 this year? Just gosh, man.
27.
27. Brief moment, brief intermission while I try to find it. Okay, I found it. I do have it. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, love you, bub.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's see what he pulled. This one looks like brand spanking new. I feel like 27 has not been opened yet, so we'll see what we get. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so excited. This is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. One of you guys sent this to me a couple of months ago. Thought that I might have my little note in here. I think I've got it with my bookmarks, some of my bookmarks. This one I am so stoked to read. Holy cow. Catherine Center is supposed to be so good, and I feel like just based off of what I've heard, like just her writing style and humor and things like that, that she seems like an author that I would really enjoy. I am so excited, so excited to have this on my February stack. I think that's gonna be so good for me. Let's see, we've got 4, 5 with the audiobook, 6 with the Instagram pick. So let's pull one more ticket and then potentially maybe do a free trade. as well. Okay, let's do it. We'll go with the middle one again. All right, free pick. Do I want to use the spinner? We're gonna use the spinner just because I don't want you guys thinking like if I pulled Phantasma, for example, that you guys would think maybe I was like cheating my little system here in some way. So I'm just gonna use the spinner for my free pick here. Number 3. Okay, we already did pull number 3, so we'll spin again. Oh, my lighting. What's it say? Show me. 41. Okay, 41. That's 14. That's the right numbers, but that's not the right number. Okay, 41. Here we are. This one looks like it's been pulled a time or two. 41. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, I think is how you say that. This was another one of my bargain finds at Books A Million. Honestly, I have heard mixed reviews on it, so I'm excited to make my own kind of judgment on it after hearing a little bit about this one. I hate these stinking stickers. I got the sticker off. Here we are, The Spanish Love Deception. You guys, this is so exciting because a lot of these books that I've pulled in my last TBRs are of authors that I've not read before, and I found some really good ones by pulling my TBRs this way and, you know, just having some of your favorite books sent to me for me to read and things like that. Like, I would never have even like thought to pick up said authors if it weren't for like YouTube and book talk and like you guys commenting certain books that I should keep an eye out for. And it's just crazy. Like, YouTube and social media and all of that in general is just so cool that we all get to connect from completely different places so easily and talk about like some of our most favorite things. I just think that's the coolest thing literally ever. Like, how cool is that I get to just like chat with all of you guys? And okay, I'm not gonna get emotional because that's crazy. That is really crazy. Don't do that, Brie. God is just really cool and really good and good to me, and I have so much joy just like doing this. I'm just like so full of gratitude to just like sit here comfortably and like film a fun video like this. It's just so wild. So wild. So anyway, I don't know how I got to that point. I think I was talking about how I've just like pulled a lot of authors that I've not read before yet just by like talking with you guys about books that I should keep on my radar, or the books that you send my way, or, you know, bargain books from the bargain book section of Books A Million. It's just so cool. So I'm excited to be adding this to my stack as well and checking off an Elena Armas book. That has me so hyped. Yay. Okay. Drink break again. Okay, I know I said that this wasn't that bad. I'm not a huge fan of mango. So every sip I take, I'm always like, it's okay. It's fine. I know I said maybe like 7 books. Technically I've got 7 total now, but I really want to pull one more of these tickets. Okay. I literally have 2 tickets left. I don't know which one to pick. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see. Did y'all hear that crack in my shoulder? Oh my gosh, I'm an old lady. All right, annotate next pick. I did do it, you guys, last month. I did annotate the book that I was supposed to. So here we are again. So let's go ahead and spin for our very last book, and then we'll check Instagram. 41. Okay, I literally just spun that, right? It's right there. Did I spin? Yeah, I spent. Blah, blah, blah. My brain is a little fried today. We'll spin again. 20. All right, here we go. Found it. All right, there's number 20. Let's see what we're gonna annotate this month. Oh gosh, I'm scared. Oh my gosh, this is actually great. Okay, so this is Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. This is book 2 in the Shatter Me series. It is a YA dystopian, which is so good. We've got such a mix for this TBR. So this is actually perfect. I have been meaning to continue the series, but with the way that I pull my TBRs and stuff, I'm not very good at keeping up with reading a series like just straight through. I like to take my breaks and mix up my genres and stuff like that. I'm probably crazy to you guys, but that's just like how I do it. So this one I feel like will honestly be a really good one to annotate. And it's funny that I pulled the annotate ticket for back-to-back dystopians, but that kind of works out great just because I feel like there is a lot in like dystopian books that you really can kind of focus on, like the morals and values, or like how things could potentially end up, or, you know, things that like tie from book to book or character to character, like guesses of twists and things. I feel like this is the perfect book that I could have pulled for the annotate ticket. So perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this over on my stack. Let's go ahead and check Instagram. I do also still have my free trade ticket here. So I think I'm gonna check Instagram first, and then we'll go from there on which one to trade afterward. It looks like out of all of the votes so far on here, we've got the fine print at 64% versus most of all you at 36%. All right, so that means the fine print is gonna go on our stack for the month. The fine print is the one that rings out and is the winner. So I've got that added to my stack, and then I'll add most of all you back into one of my mystery bags. Let's just spin and see what we get. And if it's one that I want to trade out, then perfect. If not, then we'll just leave the TBR stack as is. So let's spin for the potential trade. Number 1. Okay, we've already pulled that. So we'll spin again. 42. 42. I feel like yep, I did see that. And it's right here. This one is a thick one. 42. What are you? Oh, darn. I think this is part of a series. Oh my gosh, I have been meaning to pull this out of my mystery bags, you guys. This one my amazing sister-in-law found for like super duper cheap at a thrift store, but it's one of the next books in the what is it, Six of Crows series. Yeah, the Six of Crows series, which I do want to read, but I do not have the first book of. So I'm gonna have to skip on this one. I've been meaning to pull it out, but didn't want to have to go through every single bag to find it. So that kind of works out, to be honest. So I'm gonna move that over there for now, just to keep out of my TBR for the moment. And we'll spin another time. Number 3. Okay, we've already done number 3. Spin again. 45, 44, 47, 18. Have I already pulled 45? Okay, for some reason I cannot locate 45. So that may be a bag that I tossed and forgot to add. Whoops. Okay, so let's spin yet again. 11. Okay, that one I'm almost positive. Yep, I do have right here. All right, so let's see what 11 is for our potential trade. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. So stinking cute. I will say, I feel like this one might just be better for the fall time. I mean, I guess it could technically be a fun read for the winter time, but I think I'm actually gonna skip on my free trade for the month because I'm really liking the way that this stack looks. I'm gonna put the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore back. I'm gonna put it back. That one is giving fall to me. I'm gonna stick with the stack that I've got here. So let's go through all of the books that I've got for my February TBR. My audiobook pick was Can You Keep a Secret? So let's not forget about that one to technically add to these for February. But then we've got The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, Book 2 in the Shatter Me series, which is Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi, and The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Wow, this is so good, y'all. So good. I am pumped for February, I guess I will say. It's given real good. It's given great. Hopefully I won't end up unwell after reading A Little Life. But other than that, I cannot wait to read all of these books. Also hear like your all's thoughts on these, or I mean, if you want a buddy read, message me over on Instagram and let me know if you're reading any of these. But yeah, that is it for my February TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it. I always have so much fun filming these videos and then chatting with you guys in the comments about all of the books, all the things. And then also don't forget to subscribe if you want to just hang out with me, follow along on my bookish journey, and become a part of the Bookish Brie fam over here, if you know what I mean. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I am so thankful for every single one of you that watch my videos and subscribe and all the things. I will talk to you guys in the next video. I love y'all so much. Bye.